me stay here a little longer in this body.
How does it feel to be in business with it? That's just his style. But Aventurine's luck has... Of course. As for the 2 cases...
We're carrying out our captain's order.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it.
So that's it.
It's you again.
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. That's right. We're
Hey! The security officer instructed. What murder?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate.
Why don't we just look for the security officer? Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gal... Just as
Apologies. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you you think you look alike? Wait, are you...
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship. I'm not letting you get by.
Huh?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized.
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep...
He didn't send...
It was the security...
He'll do!
Sorry. No can do. Everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. Can you perform it again? Please?
Sorry. No, everyone, please... Let me see what time... Whoa! Time to clock out! And...
Huh? At least he won't be getting it.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir.
Miss Hema...
Mr. Gallagher?
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary... I had an encounter with this gentleman in the gold... I'm sorry.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit.
The Nameless, involved with the...
Why?
It's nothing. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes...
Mr. Gallagher seems to...
Oh, you got it wrong. You want to discuss the case? Sure.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still, other than the family of the Harmony, it's...
The family itself is a huge perfect. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared...
Interesting analogy. Perhaps...
But the human body has its limits.
That doesn't sound like the kind of
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what...
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular... As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the...
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom, I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip.
Of course.
Hmm.
Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to...
Take your time.
That should do it.
The moment of daybreak.
Behind the dreamscape song and dance stand many imagination factories. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the there I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. For certain reasons, her wish was...
Gilded Hour. It's...
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city. The economic heart of the... Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always... I've never met anyone who is willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads. I don't know if they would open the vault door. But before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi.
I hear the Blue Hour is...
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. I ran into a wizened lady there. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
The dreamscape of chic look.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to... That Intellitron had been auctioned off. This time around, there were no. This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Kanakoni wasn't like this. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Were the spirits of the rich and impoverished. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream.
There might be a way to change.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people deserve...
Miss... There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, and since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth because they slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those...
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future, even if human weaknesses make them pause. And that man, he was never a failure. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would... countless others would surpass him.
A fitting metaphor for the nameless. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, even if not completely similar. The story you just told, I ended that man's life. I am not who you think I am, nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am...
It's fine.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron.
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky and they saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took... Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve...
Imposter? I see. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake?
I'm the Garden of Recollection. I don't know what you're talking about. Not quite. She's clearly not a path strat.
Sure. Never... well... that lady's passed. Well... is an emanator who should not exist.
You look I thought this was exactly what you wanted. Just tell me if you...
So, the genius of the Council of
Yes. And I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would...
Great.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve.
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this...
Sounds like a very...
That's all I can say. Go. Do what you must.
That's true, but what's your...
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cat.
You are indeed...
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here...
What's this? Asking me to solve a case without giving a single, but the way you're all on edge about that
The world.
You wait. You youngsters are...
A great show will start.
I see. Death? Not the effects were awful. First...
Is that...
Yeah. What else can you expect?
What a joke. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
Please do not hit me.
Would you be willing to support my performance? Wow, how fabulous!
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you.
Sure thing.
Death?
Well, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not a... It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but...
Thank you. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens. The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Sip of liquor.
Oh?
Or are you just pitying me?
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad.
Oh?
The devil of...
They say.
Yeah. Does Does everyone have to go through?
Take care, my friend. You don't look good, my friend.
That won't be necessary. I have some.
All right, then.
Well, actually.
Stowaways?
All right. What was I even thinking?
Were you... Is this?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real? Someone is actually...
No, it's not much.
I knew it.
Oh, you sound just like my... He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from...
Hey. Stay.
You want to talk to me? Huh. Well, so...
I'm...
Another curious...
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, I thought about it, and she had a point.
Guess she's got... The Devil of Soul Glad, Dangers in the Dream, and the gems in my bag are running low. Well, let's see if my last lucky interviewee brings some surprises.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now...
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so...
Well done. I admit I underestimated you. Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now. And the other, though she is still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find her again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions,
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a... Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button. And I have one just like... If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth...
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people... When that time comes, go ahead. Press the button, light up the sky with the magnificent fireworks.
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 3.
Can a commodity code really be...
Silence! The guys in black didn't say much, but I figured you must have had good luck. Your first task is simple. Go! Play a game!
You're insane. Aren't you worried that the money you spent...
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. But you look good. And that...
how much did you
What?
My price.
Huh. You really want to know?
I'll take my chances. 30 Tanba. If I come back...
Yeah, sorry, but, you're just a chip. A life thrown... It's all or nothing.
What brings you here?
Some friends from the...
Oh, I have the whole day. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line. It's... What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up.
Oh, look! Holly...
Who's Serval? Will you...
Oops!
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have
That's exactly what I had in mind. The discussion might take quite some time.
In the box?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely...
Oh, did you hear that?
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just...
Only then.
In other words, what you get from your drink...
It's so glad! Let's give it a shake! That's possible. Why don't they sell soap?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come.
Hey!
A few days ago, an actor from...
That being said, opening a bar in...
You'll have to ask her yourself.
That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
But you have the... Come with me.
As you see, I'm entering...
Fine.
Just...
What's her deal?
Hey, can you do that? Time is running out.
Yeah, I'm...
You're one of Siobhan's guests. I just don't get... I've seen it. The crowd is going... I've seen that...
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she... I'm too timid. You don't know. I know. She...
She's still not leaving.
I just don't get why she... Those darn... I can help. Well... Maybe... Here's the payment for the drinks.
Amaki has left? When you're ready, go to Gallagher.
Check out this bottle. Half an amber. Ugh, drinking this. That's true.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding?
Ugh, then... Can this be... Oh, what should we exchange for? Hey, what are you doing? You can't... Happiness is the dream of the humble.
That being said, mix it. So go ahead. Nice work. Let me take... You found some interesting... Each drink has its own unique flavor. You won't find a sweeter drink any... Now that you've chosen the base, it's time... This is the most pungent adjunct. Before Mikhail left...
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick it. Concentric circles. Well, it's done. Here's to you, sober one. To our forebears who dug... So are you set?
The flake...
The richness and layers of these flavors. I'm not entirely sure what...
Well, if you're the imagery it implies is pretty...
Does this true taste?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar.
I was right about you. Let's dig deeper into the case. All right, let's start with what... She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here's the thing. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the...
Huh?
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead. Let me be frank.
Dealt with before, so...
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest did. Confronting the family based on that alone, if you really want to delve deeper into this case...
I guess it's time...
You're very perceptive.
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm...
Hey, why are you laughing?
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe...
Now I can assure you that your the family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to...
So, you want to seize...
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the name. Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's... You don't get it? Mikhail, the betrayer of the family. here we are. Clock Studios.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the...
The culture of a city reflects... You know that Penacony used to be the prolonged exposure to high concentrations of Memoria, but everything has a price. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great... History is always written by the... These characters not only exist in Dream...
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order.